going after patches, but now they're going after your jobs. Hillsborough County down in Florida just said it was right for the county to fire a person who was a medic that was part of the Outlaws MC. They said it brought bad vibes down on the county tonight.
We're about to witness a seismic event. Now, let the party begin.
Your healthy radio addiction starts now.
Outlaws Motorcycle Madhouse on iHeartRadio.
And welcome to the show, everyone. It is the middle of the week. Hopefully everybody's having a great week so far, and the weekend is in sight. How did you guys like that freaking State of the Union yesterday, man? It looked like Trump put everybody in freaking check yesterday. He had standing ovations from a lot of people, and he made the left look really freaking stupid, if you ask me. Did you see Pelosi's clapping? Made her really look bad, but let's get this sucker going, shall we? To your right hand corner, if you guys want to help support the show, we have t-shirts, books, audio, all that good jive in our new store, HarleyBikerNews.com. You can get books and shirts in there. It's some good products by Dirty Sam Productions. Also, if you want to help become a monthly supporter of the show, you can join our Patreon account, as well as during the YouTube live, you can donate during Super Chat, and all that goes to helping the show out. We really appreciate it all. In the chat room today, we got Dibber in the wind. How you doing, Dibber? Overseas, godfather of the creators of YouTube for biker channel stuff, so give him a shout out. Also, on Sundays, he does a live answer and chat type of deal, so make sure to watch Dibber on Sundays. I usually catch the reruns, but it's awesome learning from somebody else from across the pond, and you'll really like his channel. Also, I want to give a shout out to our Facebook team that is helping us out right now from Fat Daddy Productions. Now, it is awesome to have Fat Daddy aboard the Throttle, as well as his team, Denise, Laura, Kimmy, Leslie, Carmen, Tracy, Lois, Princess, and Anne-Marie. Thanks, gals, for helping us out. You can now watch Insane Throttle in multiple Facebook groups, and it's all because of Fat Daddy. So we really appreciate the help and all the freaking support that you guys give Motorcycle Madhouse, as well as our YouTube followers, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other ones. We are on 30 different platforms around the world. So anyway, today's subject is America's love for outlaws and outlaw bikers. That's going to be the subject we're going to be talking about today. But first, we're going to get into some news, what's going on over here in the States, and an interesting thing that's going on in Oz right now as well after this video.
In the center of a drug operation that peddled deadly fentanyl.
The unsuspecting purchasers could just do one pill and die. It's that dangerous.
The fentanyl pills, known on the street as blueberries and falsely sold as simple painkillers. Part of the vast amount of drugs, money, and guns seized at the end of a 6-month investigation, with 29 people facing charges, including John Beltempo, a former cop in Rockland County. Veteran local firefighter Paul Smith is the accused ringleader, accused of holding illicit meetings at and selling from the firehouse. Disappointing.
Yes, it is. Public trust in the people, and things happen. It's a shame.
The Middletown mayor has known Fire Lieutenant Paul Smith for about 30 years. He says Smith started to change about 2 years ago when he joined a motorcycle club. Investigators say 2 biker clubs were involved in distributing the drugs, and Lieutenant Smith had connections with both.
It's very disturbing that a man who has spent his whole career protecting and serving and saving lives would be at the epicenter of destroying lives and destroying families.
This apartment in Nyack, New York, one of 15 locations raided early Tuesday. You can see the damage when the door was forced open. Investigators say it's home to Marquise Gamble, one of the alleged drug suppliers.
He came here with a pickup truck. A couple months later, he's driving a Mercedes.
Officials say they will review procedures at the firehouse, stung by Smith's alleged willingness to corrupt it with drug dealing. In Middletown, Orange County, Tony Aiello, CBS 2 News.
Yeah, that's something that the biker community don't need right now. But again, they are innocent until proven guilty, something that everybody's forgotten about. See, when it plays in the media, everybody says, okay, they're guilty, they must be guilty because the media is freaking saying it is. That's bullshit. In the United States, you are innocent until proven guilty. I don't know much details about the case other than what I just showed you and what we put over on Insane Throttle Biker News and over at HarleyLiberty.com. But again, it's something that the biker community don't need right now because we are in a fight right now between Leos and us like it hasn't been seen since the late 70s, 80s, and 90s. The motorcycle profiling is going nuts right now. And, you know, anything like this hurts us. It don't freaking help us. But anyway, America's love for its outlaws and its outlaws bikers. It has been going on since that stupid stage photo in Hollister way back then. You know, when they staged that photo, it's actually pictured as the thumbnail on the YouTube video, so you can check that out. If you haven't seen that picture before, you are living under a rock, let me tell you. Okay? First, before I get into that, we got an interview coming up with a GM from St. Charles, or it's also Fox River Valley Harley Davidson. That will be shown on Friday. Because I'm doing the interview tomorrow afternoon. And also, the spy cam's almost here from Amazon. We're going to be doing a lot of Harley undercovers and seeing if we can answer the question of why Harley Davidson's sales are falling. So we're going to go undercover and check them out. See how they treat us compared to white-collar workers instead of their base. But anyway, the love affair has been forever. And you know what? One of the biggest reasons why I think it's been like that is because people love to live through people that live the way they want. Now, we know the 9-to-5ers, the white collars, all that kind of shit. You know, they can't live like an outlaw biker would, or a biker who has it in their heart. And that's a lot of the reasons why you see these clubs that are popping up, especially after the series Sons of Anarchy and the Mayans. And I guess Oz has some screwed up one now called the Outlaws or something like that. That one's a pretty messed up one, I heard. Guy goes to jail, screwing people, you know, in jails to blah, 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 stuff that wouldn't happen over here. But I guess they take that angle in that film Outlaw, and that's when they kill each other and all stuff. I think it has to do with the Comanchero Bandito thing that goes back to way back and stuff. But again, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But what does that mean? It means that whatever is outlaw biker sells. And I, for one, can tell you this is true because Motorcycle Madhouse, Insane Throttle Biker News, the biggest stories that move on our platform is anything that deals with clubs. It skyrockets. Now, I can put out there that this club did a charity run or these bikers did a charity run and it goes. But when it comes to club stuff, we're way up there. So I had a question, I think the other day on the platform, why are you always talking about clubs? Why are you always, talking about, club members and stuff like that? That is our core base of business when it comes to Motorcycle Madhouse and an Insane Throttle. That's what we started out as. That's our core. And unlike Harley Davidson, we won't be getting away from our core. We just ain't doing that. So that's the love affair that America has. It goes all the way back, Jesse James and, Billy the Kid. It's romanticized being an outlaw. And it's not because of what happens that's romanticized. It's because they're doing what they want. They're living the way they want, not according to society's rules. That's why America has its love affair. And let's be honest, okay? Let's be honest. Now, I got this op-ed coming out tomorrow on Insane Throttle Biker News, and it talks about the subject I'm about to talk about, where in Florida, now, if you don't think stuff's getting bad with clubs and being a biker, you're living on another planet right now, okay? Because down in Hillsborough, a mediator just agreed with the county that they can fire somebody for being a part of a club they don't like. Yes, that's what we're going to be talking about next, and that op-ed is going to be going on at Insane Throttle Biker News tomorrow, HarleyLiberty.com, so make sure you check out my op-ed, give me some of your thoughts and all that good jive. But the love affair is because they want to be something. The Leo, let's take them for example. Back in the day, there was only a few Leo clubs. And that was the Blue Knights. That was the biggest one that they had. And everybody knew the Blue Knights. Stayed the hell away from them. The cops, blah, 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 blah. Nowadays, you see all kinds of freaking cop clubs. All kinds of them. And you got to ask yourself why. Why are you seeing so many cop clubs? Well, again, they have a love affair with the outlaw image. They just can't do it because, you know, they're the Blue Gang, okay? So they got to do it on weekends. They try to prove to themselves, hey, we can give it a little bit of this dream ourselves. We can get it ourselves. And that's why they do it. See, they hate you on one hand, but want to be you on the other hand. That's how they work. And that's something that I never understood. It was, to me, either you want to be a cop or you want to be a biker. There was no in between. And nowadays, these modern times, it's all screwed up. With the older guys, if you got gray beards in the audience, they'll even tell you, you never mixed. You never had cops in a regular citizen club or any of that stuff with what's going on nowadays. You never had that stuff. And I think that's the trend of society where you get brainwashed and all that bullshit. But let's take a look at the story that I'm actually doing. How you doing, Donna? Oh, I got to say hi to everybody in our chat rooms right now. Now, Kim, Anna Marie, thanks for everything. Denise, you guys are awesome. Mike, how you doing, buddy? But this is what my op-ed will be on tomorrow. This story, of course, coming out of the Tampa Bay Times, and we all know how the Tampa Bay Times is towards the clubs. I actually wrote a op piece a couple weeks ago how they treated the Outlaws, and here we go again. And this one is by Anastasia Dawson. I don't know if she did the last one. I didn't check because I really don't care what comes out of the Tampa Bay Times. Anyway, a federal arbitrator says Hillsborough County was justified in firing a fire rescue medic. The guy was a medic. He worked for the fire department, who belonged to the Outlaws Motorcycle Club, noting the negative, and this is why they fired him, noting the negative attention his membership brought to the county. Now, like I talk about in my op-ed, I don't remember the First Amendment where it states you to have right to free association says anything about what the government likes and don't like, what you can and cannot belong to, okay? It's a First Amendment right that you're allowed to associate with anybody you want to. Okay, it's there, plain freaking English. They're going to be fighting that on February 28th when the Mongols go. So not only is the government wanting to take a patch now they think it's their right to get your career thrown down the toilet. Let's keep on going here. Clinton Neil Walker, 35, was fired. It says about a year ago, and now this story was recently this month, a couple days ago. So he was fired a year ago after an initial investigation concluded he had unwavering loyalty. Unwavering loyalty. You go, Neil, or Clinton, you kick ass, man. That rocks on. You're standing strong. To the Outlaws, long considered the state's dominant, and now they're saying it and I'm not saying it, motorcycle gang, motorcycle club, if you will. Anyway, he was the first Hillsborough employee to be investigated for gang activity under a series of county ordinances that prohibit membership in any organization the state or federal government considers criminal. So now the state and federal government can say your organization is criminal and you're not allowed to belong to it. If you are, we'll fire your ass. We'll take your career away. We'll take your medical benefits away. We'll take your way of making a living away because we don't like you. That's what they're saying. Now, what's funny, when these state and federal government people put up these gang lists, where the hell are the police departments? Every single day I can find something regarding the police. A study was actually put out, I think it was from Bowling Green, Kentucky, where there's more cops that commit crimes than bikers. But hey, we're in control, we're in power, we can tell you what to do. That's what's going on here. Anyway, let's keep on going. Including the Outlaw St. Petersburg chapter where Walker was a member. Arbitrator Charlotte Gold, nice name by the way, Charlotte Gold, released her ruling in mid-January, ending a year-long fight by the local chapter of the International Association of Firefighters to save Walker's job. I say take it to court, let it keep on going and climbing that ladder and go to the Supreme Court. Let's get it out there. Let's fight. But that's me. That's what I say. Her report provided new insight into biker gang culture, as she puts it, within the county's fire department and throughout the Tampa Bay area. Now all of a sudden there's a gang problem in the fire department. You know what? Whatever. Quote, HCFR employees, including chiefs and fire medic, attended MC events, which, that's their right. This is a free country, isn't it? They can do what they want to do, because that pesky First Amendment says they can. Anyway, and many of its members were ex-military. Well, I say give them a hand. They're ex-military. They fought for this country. They fought for the rights that they're supposed to be guaranteed. I say clap again. Anyway, Walker earned a Bronze Star. So the people that fired this veteran earned a Bronze Star fighting for the rights that they get to enjoy, but get to stick up everybody's ass because they don't like them. But hey, we have our service members over there that went and fought for these rights. And here's a guy with a Bronze Star, and he's earned other medals, it said, while he was a U.S. Marine. Semper Fi, man. Marines rock. And as a county firefighter, he was awarded, now this as a firefighter, the job he just got fired from, the Medal of Valor. Medal of Valor. But then it goes on to say, well, Walker had a long disciplinary history of conduct himself in a manner that was detrimental to the department. Why? Because he was a member of a motorcycle club? That's detrimental to the department. Give me a break. And these cops that go out there with the sex crimes and all that shit, because with these cops, anything they ever get arrested for is either rape or molesting a kid. Don't believe me? Go do a Google and check it out. You'll see for yourself, man. You really will. Anyway, the conclusion is inescapable that he affected the county's standing in the community. Now, how the hell did that happen? How did he affect the freaking community's standing? That's bull. Unreal. Anyway, I cannot believe this stuff. Oh, hey, what's up, everybody in there? How's the stream going? I'm showing a red flag over here on YouTube. Let me know. I'll I don't really want to restart it because we got the Facebook groups going on and stuff. But let me know how it's going. to me, it looks like it's working good. So, but you know, YouTube's freaking YouTube. Anyway, let's continue here. Walker ultimately negotiated. It talks about. Let's see here. Where we go here? Band came 2 months after. The band came. Now this came after because he was in a bar fight. That's why they were pissed off, okay? And that's why they put it, this policy in place in Hillsborough. So if you live in Florida, you need to really start freaking raising some freaking hell down there. This ain't right that a man who has a medal of valor within his fire department, a bronze freaking medal with the Marine Corps and other medals that it didn't mention, this is bullshit. It really is. So get out there, raise some voices. Now, they can have a love affair with their outlaws. They can make all the money they want through Hollywood, TV, and all that jive, but when it comes to governmental agencies, they do what they want. The studio line is now open, 847-957-1656. Let me hear what you guys think. Somebody call in, let's get this shit going. In the meantime, we're gonna have a real treat today. Now, a lot of people, they ask me about freaking 420. And they say, hey, Hollywood, what do you think's best? So, what I'm going to be doing later on, once a week in the show, is we're going to have Hollywood's 420 Corner. And we're going to talk about my favorite subject in the world, 420. Now, today's subject, we're going to talk about what is SAT, what is indica. Indica is something that puts your ass to sleep. SAT freaking keeps your ass awake and keeps you freaking going. So that will be coming up in episodes to come. Hey, BD is in the freaking house. How you doing, Black Dragon, my man? Rock and roll. Let's see here. What do we got going in here? So call in. What do you guys think about what's going down in Florida, as well as what's going on down around the country right now? Because it is kind of sickening the way they can treat a medal winner that was a Marine and also somebody that had valor from his fire department. So, but looks good in Texas. Okay, that just means that it's screwed up on YouTube's end and rock and roll. We're also going to have Friday, we're going to have the Fat Daddy Raddick Corner. Now, everybody loves Fat Daddy. I mean, he's all joking and stuff. And we came up with something I think everybody's going to enjoy. And what that is we're going to start doing some phone scams with Fat Daddy. So if you want anybody scammed, you get that number to us and we'll scam their ass right on air for you. You know, I think I'm going to do my Hindu voice. Are you doing this? Johnny Five is alive. You know, we'll have some fun with them and stuff like that. But anyway, come on, guys. Let's get them phones ringing. I'm sitting here talking to myself, blah, 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 whatever. I should get freaking Fat Daddy on the freaking phone, and I know he has some shit going on right now. Dibber, sativa during the day, indica for night. Yeah, that's how I do my regiment, is sat. I use, I'm a Blue Dreams guy. I love Blue Dreams. You know, I drink, smoke Blue Dreams like hell, and then Bubba Kush for nighttime. So, hey, Black Dragon, man, what are you thinking now? You know what? I'm going to call Black Dragon, or who we got going here? Hey, you're on air.
Hey, listen, man, the government's going to do whatever the fuck they want. And I got to tell you, man, I tell you, I'm going to be a fucking professional hang around. I'm going to tell you why. I went through all this shit when I was a skinhead, when I was in my 20s and 25. I couldn't even walk the streets I couldn't even walk the streets in Huntington Beach with a fucking wife beater on, dude. They pull you up, they fucking take pictures of you, they tell you to get the fuck out of, the location, don't be seen there again. Gang profiling, man, back when I was a youngster and running with the red and white boots and braces, skinheads, Dude, the shit in California was deep, and they did whatever they could to get us, man. They were setting us up. Dude, they had dudes walking down the fucking street where they knew we lived just so we would jump. But I told the guys, I said, dude, you're stupid. There's nobody going to walk down our street one by themselves. That's a setup, man. And everybody changed. We all stopped wearing our fucking boots, our braces. We started dressing like essays. We're creased dickies, fucking button-up Pendletons. Every fucking skinhead in SoCal completely changed the way they dressed. A lot of dudes grew their hair back out, man. We went fucking underground, and the bikers are going to probably have to do the same thing.
Rock on. Hey, you know what? Before I let you go, you have grown out of that skinhead shit, though, I hope, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't get down like that no more, man. That was a phase. You know, I grew up in La Puente getting drunk by cholos all the fucking time. So I had to either fucking join a cholo gang or join a white gang. So I went with the white car. My sister was actually a wannabe fucking cholo, man. It was hilarious.
Hey, what's wrong with cholos, man? That's where I grew up.
I grew up in La Puente, and I grew up right next to Puente Trece Happy Homes. So, I mean, I had a shitload of Mexican friends, but when it comes to, you know, I mean, we had good times and bad times. But back when we were kids, man, we were fist fighting and maybe pulling knives, man. We weren't blasting each other on the corners.
Right. Rock on. All right, man, Dan, I'm going to go ahead and call Black Dragon. I'm going to see what he's up to. I'm going to bug him, get him out of air.
All right, copy that, lady.
All right, but let's go bug Black Dragon for a minute, man. Let's get BD on, see what he thinks of what's going on out there with these pricks down in Florida. You know, I always like listening to BD. He puts it out sensible where I'm an asshole about it. Come on, BD, answer. Hey, what's up, man? I'm calling you. You're on air, buddy. I had to get your freaking viewpoint on what's going on in Florida.
First of all, I love that last caller, man. That guy, I like him. Your skinhead guy?
Oh,
yeah, that guy's. He's real. I like them when they're real, man.
Right? I get all kinds of types, BD.
Let me have some. Of that red sauce and some tartar sauce, please. Sorry about that, man. I'm over here in the store ordering some food, but. How you doing tonight? How's everybody out there? You're doing really great. I love your show, Hollywood. You guys are just kicking butt all over the place.
Rock on, man. We got Fat Daddy Productions. They're helping us with all our stuff. We're all over, you know, the Facebook groups and all that. Everybody's watching us right now. But what do you think about this shit with the Outlaws down there where they can freaking kick you out of your job just for being a member of a club?
You know, it's funny because having you as a friend is having a constant competitor. And I just so happened to write my first op-ed over on bikerliberty.com, my new news website, which of course I have to thank you for getting me up to speed on it. And I wrote my first op-ed that's showing up tomorrow there at bikerliberty.com. And I wrote specifically about this article. And it's funny that you would bring this up tonight. And check this out. I keep telling everybody, and I don't think they're listening, that America is becoming Australia.
Oh,
and,
big time.
And you folks don't see it. You're following the Kool-Aid, because in Australia they did the same damn thing. And this federal adjudicator, what do you call him?
This arbitrator.
Mediator.
Yeah, the arbitrator.
And the funny thing about it is when you get these jobs, a lot of these jobs force you to sign a paper that says, if I don't like what's going on and you fire me, we get to go to arbitration instead of court. Because you'll never get away with that BS in a court. In a court, right now, so far, you would never get away with this denial of First Amendment rights. An arbitrator can, a mediator can, and that's why they want you to go to that instead of going to a court system. But this is a terrible thing when my right of association can get my job taken away. And watch this, Hollywood. This is the scary thing. When you get put on, or your motorcycle gang gets put on the motorcycle gang list, It's like being put on a no freaking fly zone list.
Oh, exactly.
No fly list. It's a governmental top secret list. You don't know what it takes to get on it, and you damn sure don't have any ability to get off of it.
Well, bringing that up, Black Dragon, don't you think that the club should get together and have a lawsuit or something like that and take the government to freaking court on getting this off?
The clubs won't even stop fighting each other. And this is the part that's really getting on my nerves. If the clubs don't see by now that the fight is not with each other over territory and patches and women and booty, if they can't see that the fight is a bigger fight, a fight for the right to exist, and the government doesn't like clubs for many, many reasons. I have another op-ed coming up on that, which is, why is the government so afraid of motorcycle clubs? And it has a way bigger reach than what's going on in your local club and who you're fighting around the corner. Mm-hmm. It has a bigger reach with what is the government trying to accomplish overall with the control of citizens. Okay, I know I'm getting ready to go out in left field on y'all, but the control of citizens, like the skinhead just said, or the former skinhead. And I really liked hearing what he had to say because it was kind of funny to me. Because this doesn't just happen to black guys. This doesn't just happen to bikers. This happens to every culture the government determines is subversive. This happens to the Black Panthers. This happens all the way down the line. And that is, these bike clubs have a strength, a sophistication. They have a efficiency in the way they move, a communication system, a brotherhood, like that outlaw down in Florida. They said an unwavering loyalty to his brotherhood, unwavering. And that's why they don't want to see us together. They don't want to see us as the strong units that we are. That's why they're attacking us so bad. And you got to look at Australia. In Australia, there are certain jobs you cannot have if you belong to what the government considers is an outlaw bikie club. Mm-hmm. And down in Australia, they call them bikies.
Right.
To me, that's a weird word. If someone called me a bikie, I'd be pretty pissed off. But,
different cultures.
you bikie, you. Like, oh my God, are you trying to call me? But, they probably think the same thing about the word biker. Like, what the hell is that? What is a biker?
Right.
But if you're an outlaw bikie club, there's certain jobs you can't have. Like whole jobs, like you can't be like, and I don't have this, I know one thing you can't be.
Well, you can't. Well, I know they got it to where it's traditional, what they consider what be traditional biker jobs, strip clubs, freaking tattoo parlors and stuff like that.
Right. And I've heard mechanics. So they figured out that you're a blue-collar worker of some sort if you belong to a bikie club. And they've taken out the blue-collar occupation. So if you own a tattoo shop, we can come take it. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. And we think that can't happen in America.
Oh, yeah, it can. It's happening right now.
It just happened in Florida. It just happened in Florida.
Exactly, and it's happening in California now. They're not after just the patches anymore. They're going deep. They're going for the jugglers now.
Oh, and another thing that we really didn't cover in our coverage when we talked about this, you and me and the other channels, we've really focused on they're taking the Mongols patches. They're taking the Mongols patches. I read that indictment, and they were after way more than just their damn patches.
Oh, they're going after the money right there too.
They wanted the money derived from the criminal enterprise. So just imagine if they go after your logo and they take away your ability to even assimilate, then they take all your money out of the bank. and then they take your job.
That way you can't fight back.
You can't live. You can't eat. You can't do anything. So you can't be a member of a motorcycle club. You got to let it go, baby.
Well, you know what? What is it called? The UK Daily came out with a story, I think it was 2 days ago, that these bikies in Oz are actually joining social clubs so they can get around these freaking laws. And, we in the United States, and this is what pisses me off a lot, our Bill of Rights, our Constitution allows us to fight back, and we sit on our ass while you got these other cultures that are like, hey, screw you, you got no freaking recourse, but we do, and we just sit on our ass and don't do nothing about it.
Well, it's the age-old adage that somebody from Pakistan or India or Africa or someplace can come here from China and make $1 million. They own stores, they open up factories, they get here and they get freaking busy. Whereas the people that are afforded this great country and the people that grew up here and are afforded the opportunities at entrepreneurialism, it's just right at our feet. We don't go after that. Like people that come from different countries, they come over here getting down, working 4 and 5 jobs, doing what they got to do. 10 people live in one house, and before long, they own the neighborhood. So It's kind of like living next door to Disney World. The whole world comes and checks it out, and you've never even been. That's kind of how we treat our rights here in this country. They're somebody else died for them, somebody else fought for them, and I won't vote this year. Maybe next time. I'm busy. I'm at a strip club right now. That's kind of how we do it. And you wake up and you don't have any rights.
Right, and that's, this has been happening since 2001 with that Patriot Act and going down the line. It's just not a biker thing, and that's what we're trying to tell everybody. It's just not about biker stuff. This is going on to everybody, and they're just laughing about it. Now, take for instance, the far left, they actually believe in socialism. 40% of kids believe in socialism, but don't know what the hell it really is about. Socialism is about, you got a couple power-hungry dictators at the top that if they don't like what you say, they're going to take you out to the gulag and shoot your ass. But you got these kids because, well, the government's going to give us something, so we'll go along with it.
Yeah, and the former skinhead said it. He said it, and if you weren't listening, you should have picked up on it. I mean, there was just so much amazing information in what the guy had to say. Of course, he belonged to an organization. Everybody loved to hate, so you discount it. But when you go back and you listen to it, he said it. We had to go underground to survive. And that's what happens to the subversive groups. Mm-hmm. But who is subversive? Any group that I don't think I'm a subversive group if I'm a Black Panther, I don't think I'm subversive. Mm-hmm. If I'm a biker in a black club, I don't think I'm subversive.
Right.
So, and the other thing is that really sucks is those guys could change their clothes and go underground. What am I going to do? Stop riding 2x2 in formation? Put on T-shirts instead of colors? And driving cars, 2x2. I mean, for a biker in a motorcycle club, they know I'm in a club by the way me and my brothers ride. There ain't no we could all be riding in bathing suits and flip-flops. We're going to look like an MC by the way we move. Right. And everyone's going to know it.
Right.
So I don't know how we go underground.
Well, that's a funny thing that you do bring up. I don't see the government's freaking how can I put it, the reasoning for going after a patch. You go out to these freaking events. I was just at the 35th annual Chicago motorcycle show and the swap meet, and you had all these little pricks running around with their freaking cameras, taking pictures and stuff of anybody who had a patch. Now, what are they going to do if, you don't have a patch on? I never got the reasoning behind the colors part. Either, that's the easiest thing. You know who you're dealing with, but you go underground, you don't know shit who you're dealing with. It just don't make sense to me.
Well, there is I think there's a bigger reason to take out the organization of the MC. I mean, they're still Hollywood. I think they're molding this. It's not in stone yet. They're still playing with it. Okay, let's take away their colors. Let's see what that does. Mm-hmm. Okay, that elixir didn't quite take them out. Well, okay, we need to mix together something else. I think it's a fluid in motion process, and I don't think they've gotten it quite together yet. I mean, it's taken 10 years to get to this point with the Mongols alone.
Right.
It's been a 10-year, millions of dollar battle.
Mm-hmm.
And how on earth do you compete with that? And how much money have the Mongols spent so far?
$1.3 million.
Listen, I don't know about the rest of the motorcycle clubs out there, but my motorcycle club would not have made it. 1.3 million, my bros would have been out the game $1.3 million ago.
1.3 is what they've been so far. And you know what? It's funny, and you'll know about this, but bikers are finally starting to understand what African Americans have had to deal with in this country as far as cops and profiling. They're starting to see it. Am I right or wrong?
I once said, and it's kind of funny you bring that up, and I'm so glad. I once said, I made a rhyme. If you want to know what it's like to be black, put a patch on your back. And
that's awesome.
That's the rhyme I made up. And a lot of times guys would come to me and I'd say, well, if you want to know what it's like to be black, put a patch on your back. Because you get to get profiled. A lot of white guys don't know what it's like to be profiled. Put that patch on your back. You get to find out real quick. You get to get pulled over for nothing. You get to be told, get your hands in the air. Well, I'm just get your hands in the air. Stop resisting. You get to see all of that when you put that patch on your back. You get to, like that one poor kid in Texas, where they pulled him over and they started taking pictures of his tattoos. What the hell is this about?
They wouldn't even let him leave. It's either give us the pictures or going to jail.
He got to find out what it's like to be black.
Exactly.
He had that patch on his back. When you get to see unreasonable, outrageous craziness based on no particular good reason at all, then you understand profiling, you understand unfair practices, tickets for nothing. You understand all those kinds of things.
Right. Exactly, man. You said it to point. But you said you got an op-ed coming out tomorrow on this. You want to give the address to all your Black Dragon got it going on. He's got all kinds of stuff. He's got a blog going on. He's got a freaking podcast going on. He's kicking it out there right now. And he's also going to be in June. I know he keeps on saying July in his channel, but it's June 7th, 8th, and 9th, the A-Bait run. And it's going to be a party and a half up there in Michigan, but he's got all kinds of stuff going on right now with this show.
And I got to tell you, Hollywood, I'll tell you a million times, thanks to you, thanks to Gibber, thanks to Big Cell. It's just amazing that all these YouTube channels that have been around since long before me, all you guys just have embraced me and have given me information. Anything I've wanted to know, talk to me for hours. I can't tell you how many hours Dibber has just given to me, how many emails. Every time I run into trouble, he was there. Just amazing help from all of you guys. And because of you, I have my podcast. And because of you and your help, I have my online magazine, bikerliberty.com. And my podcast is The Dragon's Lair Motorcycle Chaos. And I'm on Stitcher and iTunes and Spotify and Spreaker. And I just got on iTunes. And I'm supposed to be on iHeartRadio. It's just I'm still waiting. I applied, so we're still waiting for that to happen. So those are my platforms. YouTube is Black Dragon Biker TV. And I also have the Black Dragon Biker News Network. And my newest thing is Think Tactical. And my Think Tactical podcast is my Biker Prepper site. And you'll be seeing a lot of stuff coming in from Think Tactical.
Rock and roll, man. Well, I appreciate you calling in, BD. It was fun. I got another one calling in, but you're the man, my man.
It's nice talking with you, Hollywood. Take care.
You're on air.
Hello?
Yeah, you're on air, buddy.
All right. Oh, hell yeah.
What's up?
How you doing?
Pretty good. What can I do for you?
Good too.
What can I do for you, man? We're talking about, right now we're talking about, what is it? America's Love Affair with Outlaws.
Oh, it's a fucking bunch of bullshit. It's all this fucking, Sandcrow, all that bullshit.
Rock and roll. So you're calling from Michigan, man. What's your first name?
Yeah. It's Aaron.
Aaron, okay. You new to the show?
Yeah.
Rock on. How you liking it?
For a while. Finally called in.
Rock and roll. How do you like it?
Well, I love it. It's a good show,
Rock and roll, man. So what do you think about the discussion tonight, man? What's going on with the government? They can get rid of people who they want to get rid of. And, how do we fight back? All that kind of good stuff.
So, that's all fucking bullshit, man. They just want to keep playing their bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
This guy... The original, that story you played, the little video you played,
right?
Talking about selling all that shit. Like, hey, maybe pay these guys real money, for being firefighters. They're sitting there putting their, ass on the line for everyone and their brother, and you're not paying them shit.
Right. Well, like I say, you're always innocent until proven guilty. That's a concept that I guess don't really exist in this country anymore, because if you hit the papers, you're guilty all of a sudden. And that's something that this country and the citizens of this country need to start doing, is fighting back against that.
Well, exactly,
Right.
Everyone's fucking so pussified.
We're all PC in this country now, man.
That's what I'm gonna vent right now. That fucking Dan, the fireman pussy dude. I'm 25 years old. He's the same age as me.
Oh, you're a millennial.
Yeah, I heard his interview or the whole thing you played about him. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This dude's my age and he's talking this shit. Like, I don't know one single person he was my age who will say some shit. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Now
what's wrong with you?
Now what you're talking about is how he got he'd go to bike shows and stuff like that.
This guy's like, I won't even talk to anyone. I'm too scared to talk to people.
Right.
Like,
well, he didn't feel comfortable around the older bikers. Now, what do you feel? Now, you're what, 25, you said?
Fuck that. That's pussy. I love the older bikers. I love that shit.
You know what? I feel sorry for your generation, because you guys don't know how to party like we used to, man. It was all about bikes, tits, and pussy. You know what I mean?
We know how to party. We know how to party. The certain ones do. Like my grandfather's brother. He just recently died. He was a Vietnam vet. He's telling me these stories. Before I went to Vietnam, they put us in Iceland, and I was sitting there banging fucking girls left and right. Fucking the mom would walk in and I was banging her. I'm like, hell yeah. He's like, I had to fucking fight my way out of that shit.
Right.
These kids these days, they're so fucking, I can't believe this stuff.
Oh, you're right. I'm earning that pay right now, guys. I'm earning that pay. I'm just talking to the chat room. Go ahead.
All right. I just can't believe that stuff that this kid is saying. I'm like, and you're supposed to represent my generation? That's fucked up, man. You ain't my generation. You're, I guess, the Kelly, side. Yeah. But not, the East Coast side. There's none of us believe in that shit. What he's talking about. We're like, you all gotta wear fucking gear, wear helmets, all that. Like, fuck you, man. Really?
Right. Hey, you smoke 420? You smoke 420, man?
I dibble and dabble in it, but...
Hey, man, you either got to go all in or, no in, man. You got to get yourself a joint, man. You'll have some fun with it.
I had fun with it, but I'm not all into it. I'm halfway into it.
Hey, you're in Michigan, man. You know where it's legal. You got to get out there, smoke you a blunt.
Oh, I know it's legal.
Hey, what kind of bike you ride, man?
Well, I'm not riding shit right now because I got it torn apart right now.
So you're building one.
2006. No, it's it's a 16 iron. I'm putting the 1275cc kit on there right now. I just pulled the one jug off tonight.
Oh, you pulled the jug off tonight? Rock on.
Or the cylinder jug. You want I'm using the dirt bike terms, jug. I pulled a cylinder and shit, so I got half a part tonight.
Rock and roll, man. Well, you know what? I'm gonna be up in Michigan, man. You should come party with the real people, man. You come up with our generation.
That's why I'm putting 1275 on there, dude. Keep up with your ass.
You got to keep up with the fat boy, man. We're gonna have
the big boys, dude.
We're gonna have a lot of freaking poontang up there, man. You got to get in that, man. We're gonna have free love and a lot of weed. I hope.
Oh, I'll dabble in that, the 420 with you up here.
Rock on, man. All right, buddy, I'm going to let you go, and we're going to get the show cleared out, but I really appreciate you calling in and being the first time and following the show. Really appreciate that, man, your thoughts.
All right, thanks, yeah.
Rock and roll, Homer.
All right.
All right, buddy. Go,
you, man.
Go Notre Dame or, I'll talk to you later, bro.
All right.
Bye, man.
Have a good one.
Only on the Madhouse, I can tell you. Only on the Madhouse. Hey, but people get nervous calling in because it's a worldwide audience. And, hey, Dibs, I got your message. I got freaking Skype. And if you want to set something up for next week or something, me and you and Black Dragon, we can get down, get crazy, have fun, put it all on all our channels and stuff like that. But, with that, everybody says, hey, I thought you only run the 730. Me, I have fun, and we just keep on freaking running with the show. But I really appreciate everybody coming aboard, supporting the channel. Again, if you want to get some t-shirts or some books or some audio that's coming, you can do so at HarleyBikerNews.com. The t-shirts are selling like wildfire. I got a couple. I'll probably have to reorder. Save the Pink Taco t-shirts are coming out next month. If you want to get your girlfriend some nice Save the Pink Taco undies, Dirty Sam's Productions is where to go with that. Also, monthly supporters on Patreon. We're going to have a secret group where only members of the Patreon group can get into the group. That's being ran by Fat Daddy Productions. Again, I want to thank David Hayes, Fat Dabby, for helping us with everything. All the girls, you girls, I love you to death. I'm going to have you girls call in, and we'll have a nice roundabout on the show. Tell me you guys' thought about women in the biker world and all that good stuff. But until then, I'll talk to you later. Fire them up if you have it. You'll like it. And remember, indica at night, sat in the morning. Real easy stuff. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching Motorcycle Madhouse Live. We're on Monday through Friday from 7 to 7:30. Check out some of these videos of our archives. Get to know us. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We appreciate all your support. We'll see you next time. Yeah.